And just like that, he's gone. He's out of here, kids. I'll take home field, sure. Dominated.
Hey, look how fast it is.
From the right hash. Not an easy kick. Not an easy kick.
It's buried. It's absolutely buried. Fuck yeah. Woo! God. It's a shame.
Drop him back.
Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. And,
Oh, man.
death by field goal.
Mr. Locks, my brother.
It's a good time.
Well played. Well played.
Don't win that Dolphins hat. Helmet. Don't.
What just fell off of him?
What?
What just fell? Did Lloyd just break the helmet?
What the fuck is this?
Lloyd broke the helmet.
No.
Touches it for
It's
a goddamn
your chin
second.
strap. Your chin strap, not mine.
Everything he touches turns to shit.
Or wins. Look at that trophy. Wow. I'll take it any day.
Scandal involved. Going by Russia.
So you're.
I'm never looking back. I'm always looking nowhere. See it on my track. Just wanted you to know where.
Welcome back to the SoBet Pod, episode 6. And this week we have another guest that's going to be on the whole episode,
Mr. Lloyd Lockerson.
What's up, boys? How we doing? Obviously not very good. No.
A lot.
Well,
You didn't bet on this.
he's in
No,
shambles because he just bet $250 on a random
By
under.
accident. By accident.
On a random under in a random fucking.
By accident.
Crazy
What's
game.
this league?
It's the National Cricket League. The Major League Cricket.
Major League Cricket.
MLC.
The MLC.
The Major League Cricket League. Wow.
Yeah, I guess.
Sure.
Major League
Not
Cricket.
looking too hot.
That definitely works out.
Our
Not
guy,
looking
John
too-
Callan.
Our guy, John Callan. Shout out John Callan. The only reason why you absolutely threw away this $250.
I forgot I had a top 20 ticket on John Callan, $25 to win $250. I put in $250 on the Washington Freedom, tailing Cricket Maine on the platform.
Sure.
Is that crush? We just got to hope the Freedom go under here.
Yes.
Yeah.
But something that I have to bring up at the beginning of this episode because we're Americans and it's just something we have to talk about. I think Joe Biden is dead.
Word is
I
going
think
around
Joe
town
Biden-
about
You
that. I've heard
explain the
that.
theory.
No, I actually heard via him this morning.
The theory-
Because
theory.
this is actually the first thing he tells me. I wake up and he goes,
which by the way,
he
the
might be
theory
dead.
being back.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Another
this
gotta
is,
turn this off.
it's
We just gotta
over.
turn this off.
It's over. It's just.
Explain the Joe
Yeah.
Biden theory to me.
Roll real quick.
And I'm
Joe Biden-
going to tell you if I buy it or not.
He had a medical emergency on Air Force One. Everybody knew about that.
COVID.
And then when he was in Vegas, just recently, they were trying to rush him to the hospital. So the local police had to shut down these 2 roads. And then last second they changed it, and they actually went back to Air Force One. Air Force One left the fastest. These guys were saying, these cops were saying, it's the fastest they've ever seen Air Force One leave.
When was this?
This just happened, I believe, probably within the last 3 days.
Okay.
I don't have the exact day that it happened. And on Air Force One is where
They're saying.
Didn't he speak today?
No.
I thought he spoke.
he
No.
actually hasn't made a public appearance in 3 days. Nope, nothing.
Since he dropped out of the race.
Basically.
Essentially,
The
yeah.
day before that. And so people are also asking the question then, who the hell wrote that, that thing that he put on Twitter? About
Oh, they're saying
dropping out of the
he
race?
could be dead before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
what the theory is.
Yeah. And so they're saying that.
Oh,
he
I thought
did-
it was like today this
Couple-
happened
no,
or
no,
something.
a couple days ago.
Okay.
Couple
Wow.
I thought he
Wow.
spoke to
Wow.
Kamala Harris on the phone.
There's a lot of things that are going on
You
now. And by
sound
the way,
like-
these stories are being tweeted out by accounts that I'm talking about accounts people you've heard of.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they're fake Twitter people.
It's pretty wild.
They're conspiracy
Pretty
theorists.
wild.
Wow.
It's pretty wild.
All right.
I don't know.
Wow.
Kamala Harris, Diddy. It adds up.
It adds up.
It's all
Kamala Harris
set.
actually ran for president. Maybe not a political podcast.
Well, no,
not
she's
a political
running
podcast.
for president now.
She ran for president in 2020. You know how many votes she got?
4?
Wait, she actually ran?
Yeah. Do you know how many votes she got?
4.
I'm going to say 11.
She actually got 0.
Wow.
0 votes.
Wait,
That's
what?
crazy.
Insane.
0 votes? Wow.
Nobody likes her.
But wasn't she the VP?
I'm talking about when she ran for president in 2020, though. originally when she was running to try to get in there.
Oh,
She
before
got
she was
0 votes.
Biden's
Oh,
VC.
like she got
then
zero.
they-
She got zero
and then-
people
and
from
then
the
she
Democrat.
dropped out, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then he made her the vice president.
Wow.
Again,
Yeah.
not a political podcast, but
No.
Joe Biden though
Could be dead.
Joe Biden is not making a public appearance. In the last
Haven't
3
seen
days.
him.
Insane.
All right.
So might
Well,
be dead. And
Joe,
shout
I
out-
hope you're okay, Joe.
shout
Rest
out-
in peace, Joe
shout out
Biden.
Donald Trump, by the way, because we actually haven't talked.
Rest in
since
peace.
that happened,
Rest
but-
in peace, Joe Biden.
By the way, craziest part is
Rest
this
in
comes out Friday, and so if he dies like on Thursday, that's gonna be crazy.
Wow. That
Rest
is
in peace,
nuts.
Joe Biden.
You know what?
Just
I'll
just
put a
in case.
prediction out there.
Just in case, put a variation out there.
Oh, that's what I
Rest
was
in
gonna get
peace.
to.
Rest in peace, Joe Biden.
Rest in peace, President Joe Biden.
Rest in peace.
Now Restoration 2. So
Well,
happy.
back from the dead, Joe Biden. Conspiracy theorists were wrong.
I can't believe
Incredible.
I can't believe that people actually thought that was a real story.
Incredible comeback story. He's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
running for president.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Idiots.
He's back in the race.
He is back like he never left.
But real quick, I just want to ask one more question that somewhat is political, but it's something that I just want to know your guys' headspace on. When you actually first heard that Donald Trump got shot, like, what was your first thoughts?
Well, we were all together.
We were with
yes,
yeah,
but like, what was like what was going through your mind? You know,
Well,
it was staged.
Well, I didn't think it was staged.
Well, you go first.
Dude, from my point of view, I came out of our Airbnb and I turned to the left and I just hear Gutsy say, "This is one of the biggest days in American history." And I'm like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And then Cooper goes, "Trump got shot." And I was like, "That's
in the
funny."
head?
I was like, "Yeah, in the head." Yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, "That's funny. That's not true. That didn't fucking happen." Right. And then I get on Twitter. I start scrolling. I'm seeing videos, and then it's real. And I'm thinking he's dead. You told me somebody gets shot in the head. I think you're dead. Yeah. I'm not going to think that
Yeah.
you're alive.
very fair.
And I was just like, holy shit, bro. I couldn't believe it. We all were kind of in awe the rest of that day a little bit. But that was insane, bro.
Yeah.
I just at first did not believe it.
Now you go.
I thought it was staged.
I know. I'm
I
well
thought it was
aware.
staged.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Still,
Well,
think,
that
still,
was my
still think
theory.
that? Still think that?
No. The facts came out.
Yeah, okay.
I let the facts come out.
You kind of did. Kind of let the facts come out for sure. You kind of waited.
I let the facts.
Well,
come out.
numbers guy.
No. But my theory still holds water.
Yeah,
Right,
Miss
like we-
Sahara.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think
my
so.
theory was based on the pictures that came out. So my theory still holds water, but,
Yeah, but
we
every-
didn't know the whole story at that time.
and the theory.
Okay,
I
you're
didn't-
saying in the
I didn't
moment,
know-
yes.
I didn't
yes.
know the flash to bang to they called like shooter clear, shooter
Yeah,
down, and then everybody like stood back up, and then that's when Donald Trump stood up. So like I didn't know the whole story at the time. I
Yeah.
thought there was an active shooter.
Yes.
And people were like
In-
scrambling, and
within
in the
the
heat
thing,
of the
yes,
moment,
yeah.
somebody took that picture.
Yeah.
And I was like, "There's no way.
Yeah.
There's an active shooter, and somebody just took that picture."
Dude, I probably never scrolled on Twitter more in my life than trying to get information about that day.
No.
I was on Twitter
all
like,
night.
dude, all night,
And-
bro.
and by the way-
There's so many different things were happening. Me and you were trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And we were
Oh,
like,
yeah,
bro,
for
because
sure.
remember the first dead body video that came out? We were like, bro, that's the shooter. That
Right.
wasn't the shooter.
No.
And so we were all like, what
That
the
was-
hell's
that
going
That was
on?
actually
Hit
the
by the
innocent, one of the innocent
Yeah.
people that got hit.
Yeah.
Did you see the craziest video I saw? Did you see the video of him, of Donald Trump, and they have like his head like in the little like zone, and he like turns his head, and as he turns his head, the bullet comes in and it just.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
And if
bro.
he hadn't just moved his head like that, he just would
that
have
1 inch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And
That was
crazy.
Last
That's-
thing about this,
wow.
I was listening to a lot of this because the director of the Secret Service had her hearing today.
Oh, what she
It-
had to say.
It was not good. I mean, she basically didn't answer a lot of questions. And when she was answering questions, especially about like the sloped roof, but by the way, the roof that the kid was on was actually less of a slope than the one that the snipers who ended up killing him were standing on already.
Yeah, I saw
Yes,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Everything that she said basically at the beginning was all just like made up bullshit. So, and by the way, they also brought up a very good, the Texas governor brought up a great point today. He goes, do you know what happened when Reagan almost got assassinated? You know what the director of Secret Service did?
Fired.
You know what she said though? She goes, he kept working. He goes, no, he resigned the next day.
Wow, I
Yeah,
did not
and-
know
and
that.
she is like saying that she, blah, blah, blah. She should keep her job because, bro, dead ass, she didn't answer any questions today. Like she just kept,
Solid.
I don't know, this, that. Even this one governor just gave her yes or no questions. And she just kept saying not yes or no.
Yeah.
But
Tough luck.
anyways.
I mean, what would you do? Any answer you're going to give is not going to be good
No,
enough
yes,
for
but
the
the whole-
presidential assassination.
when you-
Obviously,
when-
you have to answer questions, yes.
that
But
lady makes so much money
yeah, I don't know how much money she makes
that,
yet.
Like, this is just what comes to territory. You let a president almost get killed.
Well, her number one job is to not let the president
get
killed.
And
yeah.
the last thing about the Texas governor.
Yeah, that's facts.
Texas governor.
That's actually facts.
That's your only job.
That's your only job. Don't let him die.
Only one real job. Don't let the president get shot at.
In the head. I think he got shot in the head.
Texas governor. No.
That's literally her job.
He saved himself, actually. Saved himself, actually.
Everywhere else is protected.
Yeah.
Last thing about Texas governor, and then we're moving on. He even said, he's like, I'm a proud gun owner. I own an AR-15. And so he said, I've only shot the AR-15 one time in my life. He's like, it's when I first bought it years ago. He's like, just for shits and giggles, I took the AR-15 to a range for the first time ever. And I decided to go to the exact range that 20-year-old kid had to shoot at Donald Trump. And he hit 94% hit kill rate in the head. And he's like, and I don't even shoot guns. Yeah. Like, that's how easy it was.
Wow,
bro. Oh, and one more thing.
Well,
AOC.
from that distance was
very
100,
short.
150 meters.
Yeah, 150 is what they said. Now moving on to the leaderboard.
Leaderboard, yeah.
We were just talking about one of them.
Cricket Maine. Well, he's actually not on the leaderboard anymore.
Well,
but,
he was on the leaderboard though.
Yeah.
This week. So now,
it's dropping. I don't think I'm dead here necessarily.
We'll find out.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Cricket bet taken by
When
Cooper.
we're looking at the leaderboard right now, who we got at the top 3? Who's kind of just showing out to you right now?
7-day leaderboard is what we're looking at. So it's about 1,000 bets placed over the last 7 days. Bet with Poppy's number 1. He's on a 3-day win streak. He's been nailing these live same game parlays. So look at this. Like, he'll get plus money on first 5 overs, like alt line. So 4 runs scored in the first inning, and then he bet the over at 7.5. Kind of a smart move. Parlayed it with the total. Right, so I mean, he's on to something with these live parlays that he's getting. Green means go sports. Did you see this guy?
What a name!
Did you see this guy?
No.
He hit this home run bet.
What?
Yeah, it was 2.5 to win 17.5 units. It was crazy.
Who was it?
It was
for somebody to hit a home run, putting 2.5 units on that is insane.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Gavin Lux. Plus 700.
Gavin Lux to hit a bomb. What kind of inside information did this guy have?
And it was a special, too. It was a special that he hit. Gavin Lux. It's crazy.
That is.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Gavin Lux.
He's
Shout out
literally
Gavin
on
Lux.
the 7-day leaderboard at 1-0 because he turned 2.5 units into 17.5. And then this guy's been showing up. Number 3 on the leaderboard, Prop King picks. I'm pretty sure did we talk about him last time? He's a newer guy on the platform, but he's been red hot in baseball. As you can see,
I have
just
been seeing this guy.
wins across the board. That's 4 days in a row, 5 days in a row, 5-day win streak for Prop King picks. The guy's just been red hot. He's been red hot. Where have you guys been on there?
I was on there a couple days this past week.
I actually was on the 7-day yesterday. I had a 2-1 day and then a 1-1 day.
What did Guts say last time? He said 2 weeks.
Yeah, but no. I need an extra. I need a week. That doesn't count because the week we didn't have any games. So
true.
Yeah.
It pushes.
That's what I'm saying. I've only had 4 baseball bets last 3 days.
I'll see you next week. Oh, no. Yeah, you should have seen what happened today. It was
my Washington Freedom, man.
Speaking of, by the way, I should probably check my bets.
What are your bets? It is 8 o'clock at night, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you this: it's the fourth inning
I
right
have
now,
something
and
to bring up.
your Cubs.
Don't worry about my Cubs.
Well, they're horrible.
We're actually in sell. We're season's over. We're in sell mode. We already said that. Announced it. So
Wow,
I'm not
you
worried
said
about
that?
it. Yeah, I know. I'll
take your word for it.
I endorsed it.
It's fine.
There's a guy on the platform named the Coop. Okay, and I was just
Trust me.
I was, I know. And I was just scrolling through the feed today, right? Just kind of like almost doing like what I used to do when I worked in surveillance at the casino. Every now and again, you just want to kind of check things out,
There
right?
he goes again.
You just want to kind of
Everything goes back to surveillance.
let me
casino.
get my big camera and let me really just look around. Let me check everything out. Make sure everything's looking good. Make sure nothing weird's going on. And as I'm doing my checkup, I noticed something a little weird.
Yeah.
And it's the Coop, and he posted something. And it was, I think it was a recap maybe. I don't really know because I was so thrown off by the picture.
Yeah.
The picture was of 2 Rays players high-fiving. One of them jumping in the air, high-fiving.
Wow.
That Rays player jumping in the air.
No.
Confirmed guilty
No.
child predator Wander Franco.
No.
And it made my eyes go
Wow.
And I couldn't believe it.
He's trying to set me up.
I think so. He's trying to make it's a bad look for all the Coops.
Well, what I've told Wes is,
What have you told?
or maybe I haven't.
Dude, if there's an account named The West.
And I mean, no,
Find
you
the
know,
Coop and-
I'm not trying to throw strays at anybody on the platform.
Sure.
But there's guys that come on the platform with the dumbest fucking names.
Oh, yeah, no,
There's-
that's facts. Yeah, that is facts.
And I
yes,
think
yeah.
Wes needs to give them the opportunity to rebrand when they come on the platform.
Yeah,
When
Because
I
they're
agree.
coming
Yeah.
on- I mean, now we have 7,000 people on here. There's guys coming on who have like 500 followers.
Yeah.
And he brings them on, and they have a dumbass name, and it's like,
Well, and there's a lot
dude,
of
we're
names
allowing
too.
you to rebrand.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
You
Here's
can
your
build
chance.
your own community now.
Here's
Oh,
your
dude, there's a
chance.
lot of guys on the platform that have like around the same name too. Like, there's a lot of like
That's
prop
what I
bet,
mean, yeah.
gang, like
King
what
prop
like
picks,
King prop
the
guy.
King.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
and
all the
the-
same to be honest.
I do. By the way,
Wow.
Bet with Poppy was, I believe, the man who accused Parlay Poppy.
We talked about this on
Yeah.
the
No,
we're
I
not
just had to
talking
bring it
about
up. I
this.
just had to bring it up
We're
one more
not
time
talking
because
about
it's
this.
up
yeah,
there.
but
We're
same
not talking about this yet.
same
We're not
conversation.
talking
But
about that
you
conversation.
brought up similar names, so I.
No, I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I think we need to pin this on Wes, and he needs to force people to rebrand coming on the platform.
I full blame Wes when I see some dumb names on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, Wes.
yeah, we're gonna pin this on Wes.
Wes.
Yeah.
Betting man
That goes on Wes.
777.
We.
Dude, no
on.
numbers. There should be no numbers.
There should
in
be no
your name.
numbers.
Can we cancel numbers and
Here's a
names?
good-
Get
here's
him
a good
gone.
one.
I don't want to
Profit
ever see him
parlor.
again.
Profit parlor.
Profit Parlay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, let me
I've never
talk.
heard
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Lord Maximus. That's a good one. I like it.
It's kind of
It's not like
Lloyd's Locks.
Betting Man 777.
Frankie
Yeah,
J's
Betting Man
Edge.
777
Frankie J's
is crazy.
Edge. I like that. Sure. Fantasy Fiends. Love it. Betting Man 777. Don't love it.
Don't love that.
It's just not.
The
put no
sevens don't
thought
need
into
there.
it.
Yeah,
We could
like-
use he could use a rebrand.
Mr. LloydsLocks.
brother. It's good to be here.
How we doing today?
I'm doing good, brother.
The
Doing good,
locksmith.
man. Been living good.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Dad was a locksmith. His dad's daddy was a locksmith.
Everybody's been a locksmith, pretty much.
His dad's
would say
daddy
so.
was a locksmith.
Pretty
It's a
much.
family of
Pretty much. If I
locksmiths.
think about it, everybody's. My mom has been a locksmith.
Your dad married a locksmith?
Trent, I might call. Trent might be.
A locksmith.
I think he's going into it.
Is he going?
I think.
It's a hell of an industry. I mean,
what
people lock
a
themselves in
family!
cars
What
all
a
day.
family tree
Hey,
we got.
I'm sure we've all locked our keys in a car before.
I actually have never done that.
You want to know something?
Well, you're a locksmith.
You want to know something? To the people who don't know who you are, just tell them, you know. who the hell
I'm Lloyd's Locks, fellas. I've been SoBet coming on 2 years now, probably a full 2 years coming up here.
Yeah, over 2.
Yeah, over 2, I think. I was one of the first guys on the platform. I do know that for sure. I've been doing social media for probably around 2 years as well. I've done a multitude of other jobs and stuff, but I don't know. I always knew I wanted to work in sports. I never really knew how it would happen, to be 100% honest with you. And then this guy pretty much made it happen out of the blink of an eye. So,
What's one other job you had before you started doing that?
oh, dude, I did a lot of things.
Just one.
The job.
What was your? I
The
would say your-
longest job that I did was at Dick's, bro. I was a golf specialist at Dick's, and you guys know how bad I am at golf. It's crazy to be able to say that, but I was a golf specialist, bro. I would come in, I would fit people in the simulator, I would get them the clubs they need. I swear to God, I studied for that job. I knew everything about every single club that we had because I had a ton of stuff, bro. So I'm going in at 4 a.m, unloading the truck, getting all the different kind of clubs, putting them away, doing inventory, all that kind of shit, and then just whenever people come in to buy, yo, you're looking for what? A cheap one? Cool. Here's these Berthas. Nice, sick. Here's this, that. Dude, I actually loved the job. It was actually a really fun
the
job.
hottest seller at that time?
Wow, man. Probably the Sim 2 driver was the thing I sold the most, bro. People loved that thing. Like right when it came out, like 2021, bro. Oh yeah, that was probably the hottest thing. And then people would always get so pissed about us not having what's it called? Guts. V1s, Titleist V1s or whatever. What do they call like the best golf ball? What's the best golf ball, Bryce?
Oh,
AVM.
Pro V1s.
Pro V1s, bro.
Provis.
Pro V1s, Pro V1 X's, AVXs, bro. We would sell out of them in minutes, bro. And people would come in for Father's Day looking to buy like 6 boxes of these fucking balls, bro. And we would just be out, and I'm getting torn apart. Mike's Wayhoff's coming upstairs. The elements. It was sick.
crazy.
Bro. Have the time. Mike Wayhoff, my boss. Dude, he was a state championship wrestler 3 times in high school at
Would he
Fairfield.
just take you down
He was
at
an
work?
absolute dude, no. But bro, you know how insane this is? When I got that job, bro, my dad wrote for the newspaper in the wrestling column, bro, at Fairfield. He literally blogged all the time. And Wayhoff was the guy back in whenever dad was doing it, Wayhoff was the main guy that was just so good. He won state 3 times. He was absolutely insane.
So
bro.
he knew your dad?
And so it was so funny, dude. And
your dad used to
I
crush
went
him,
home
right?
I went home from getting hired, bro. And I was like, yeah, my boss is Mike Wayhoff. My dad goes, it's who? And he was a general manager.
Your dad used to slaughter him in the
Oh,
press.
dude,
Wayhoff
absolutely, bro.
just hated you.
And honestly, he loved him. Dad always says, like, dude, he was the most badass guy I've ever seen in my life. Wayhoff is nobody could fuck with Wayhoff, bro. He would just throw people like a rag doll on the mat. He said he was an insane wrestler.
Where did he wrestle in college?
But I don't know exactly, but it was funny because I've talked to Wayhoff about it too, and he loves talking about it. You know, one of those guys that just love talking about their prime. Oh yeah, bro. He was one of those guys. I don't know. I don't know. My dad would know. Dad will watch this and be like, "But you're such an idiot." But I don't know exactly. But he was a fucking monster. But it was crazy because he was my boss, and then he actually ended up his kid. Right now, I think wrestles at Fairfield, and my oldest cousin Brandon, who just had his first kid, coaches at Fairfield. So they actually coach together. It's actually pretty nuts. Yeah, crazy story.
Wild.
Yeah,
Wow.
So that was probably the best job I had.
Shout out Dick's.
Sporting goods.
No.
What?
No. Remember?
Rebrand?
There's not a rebrand. You
Yes,
said this the
there
other day.
fucking
No, there's
is.
not, bro.
Bryce.
What's the rebrand?
There's a fucking rebrand.
There's
It's
not a
called-
rebrand,
it's not
bro.
called Dick's Sporting
Dick's
Goods anymore.
Sporting Club?
It's not. Watch this. Ready?
Is it the
Just
club?
Just a quick Google. Dick's.
Bro, DSG. They literally have a brand
the
called
sporting
DSG.
store?
It's called Dick's Sporting Goods. You
Dick's
can't change the
new
whole brand.
Motto. Watch this.
New motto. That isn't.
It's their new thing. They're not called Dick's Sporting Goods anymore.
That's a lie.
Sporting
That's
Club?
Lies.
Sporting
That's a
Club?
It's not called Dick's Sporting. I believe it's called Dick's Sporting. Hold on. Dick's the World of Sports. I believe that's what it was.
Wow. Interesting.
That might be the dumbest franchise
I'm
movie
telling
I've
you,
ever
listen,
So
seen.
you're going to tell your kids when I used to
We'll
work
pop
there, it was
something
Dick's
up,
Sporting Goods.
and
That's
you'll-
like
and
us
you'll see
going
what we're
to
talking about.
the SoBet betting site. That's basically what we would do. That's like the equivalent of
We're going
that.
to tell our kids, yeah, we used to work for the SoBet betting site.
Yeah. So, real quick, Lloyd, kind of well, not really a random question, but just another question kind of about the shit that you do. Moving out to Nashville, right? You're obviously a young,
Yeah.
I mean, we're all young, but
Yeah.
you're fucking young.
Yeah, I'm the youngest
You
probably
didn't,
by
you,
far.
like,
Yeah.
like I always say, you basically weren't even born before 9/11.
13.
3 months.
That is true.
3 months before 9/11.
I was born 3 months
13,
before
has a
9/11.
beard.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, yeah.
But
No, absolutely.
just being so young, what was it like explaining to your parents when you try to explain, for instance, like our first party when we threw our first party at Old Red.
Yeah.
And then kind of when you made the decision to move out here,
Mm-hmm.
what was it like just being your age and trying to explain to your parents what the hell is going on?
Dude, it was crazy because I never really knew what I wanted to do. What I really wanted to do originally was go into sports broadcasting. And so I was like, bro, I'll just go to college and try to do that. And Justin, I guess, got a business degree talking to Justin. So I went to Miami for business.
Miami
of
Let's make
Ohio.
sure
I'm
we-
sorry.
let's
Miami of
we don't need people
Ohio.
thinking you
Miami
know,
of
When
Ohio.
I first talked to him, he
Sorry.
said that. I thought he actually went to Miami.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah,
Like, oh, this
no.
kid's got that U swag. Okay, I didn't
No,
know that.
no, I do not.
Ohio of Ohio.
No, of OH, yeah, the Red Hawks. No, bro. So I went to college. I mean, I did that for probably. I dropped out. I think I did maybe a full year. I think a year and 1 semester. I think. And then literally just told my mom how much I hated it. I hated school so much. It was abysmal, bro. And so I literally would get in the car to go to my first class in the morning. It was like 8:30 in the morning, and I would drive there. I'd say bye to mom, and then I would go there. I'd sit in the parking lot, and I would make all my videos for the day. I'd make like 2-3 videos. I'd rip them in the car, and then I would go back home. I was like, "How was class? It was fucking great. It was awesome." And then exactly. And I just go back to the next one. I just kept doing it, bro. And I just did that all the time. And then I really built it up, and I started getting a couple emails, and I was like, "Well, fuck." I'm like, maybe if I get big enough, people want to do this. And then the Bengals went on the run. And then it was like, that was what kind of put the nail in the coffin. And then all of a sudden, dude, that video, it's so crazy to me because that video doesn't even have 1 million views, but I probably got seriously 22,000 followers from that one video. Yeah. So the video just went absolutely insane. So that was just like kind of the one that kind of put it up, and then did a couple brand deals by myself. Was like, maybe I can make some money, and then really, really talked to mom and dad about it. And dad was pretty questionable, but dad's always kind of been like, dude, go do what you want to do. Like, I want you to live. And then mom, kind of the same thing. Neither one of them liked that I was really dropping out of college. But I was like, dude, I just can't do it. And I'm young enough right now. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'll go do something else. And so that's kind of what happened. And then I got on one call with him one random week or something. It was a little bit after. I probably had 20, I don't know, you probably know, 25, maybe 26,000 followers when he hit me up. And, yeah, and that was kind of it, man. And then we talked about it, whatever the vision was there. Because I know when he first told you about SoBet, it was something different than when he told me. So I know that you guys probably are on the earlier side of that.
That's very. I actually remember.
Well, it had the betting piece still involved when
I
first talked to you.
I think you did too. Yeah. So and then he was like, dude, if you want to come, we're doing this party at the Virgin. That was the first ever time I met him, bro. And then I literally was like, well, I'm gonna go. Told mom, whatever. He paid for me to go, and then I went, and I walk in there, bro, and I wasn't 21, so they wouldn't let me into the hotel. And again, listen to this, bro. I don't know
this.
Cooper, bro. I've seen Cooper one time. I don't know who he is. Yeah. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, I'm fucked. I just have to leave. Like I don't know where this guy is. I don't know anybody here. I didn't know I had to be 21 to be in this fucking hotel. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, I called him, I think, and he comes walking up, whatever, and did his thing, got me in, whatever. And then I walk right in, and then I immediately, no diddy, locked eyes with you, and then met you for the first time. And then that was the first time we met. You were wearing a Cubs jersey and a hat. And I think that was the story of that. And the party went great. And then kind of from there on, we built it ever since. So that was kind of, that's the gist of it, I guess. Wild. That party was wild, bro. That launch party is wild. Wild night, bro.
I think there's also something about like the nostalgia of that being our first party. But there was something about it. Like I can't really explain it. I don't know if we'll be able to.
The old red one?
Yeah. Like there was just something different about it. Because it wasn't the same vibe of the ones that we do now. Because like now we actually know everybody that's there. The old red party, dude, we didn't know nobody.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't know nobody. Yeah. Like, dude, I was sitting at the bar. And I don't even know if I should bring up, but it doesn't really matter. It's Nasty's ex-girl. Nasty's ex-girl. She came up to me. And dude, it was like I had like $150 on. I can't remember what game it was. But whatever college game
it was Kentucky. It was Kentucky, Florida.
It might have been like right.
Bro,
like,
I'm lying, bro. I think that was the game, bro. I'm not lying. I think that was the game. Yes, bro. Yes, you had Florida. We all had different shit, bro. I remember that. Yes,
and
bro.
She was like trying to tell me like, oh, let's go meet some girls. I'll be your wing woman. I'm like, lady, shut up. Clearly I'm locked in. $150 in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to get out of my face. Everybody else is fucking Kentucky. Like I'm on an island by myself.
Yeah.
Oh. It was a great party.
No, it's a great party. It's a great night.
Party.
Great night. I remember talking to so many people there that I didn't know, and then I will never talk to ever
again. Yeah, no,
that's like the best part about it. Yeah,
ever again.
That's so funny.
So good.
On a little more of a lighter note, you two just played a game of NCAA football.
Yeah, my first game.
We did
my first game ever.
As a viewer. As a man from the outside, third party, I had no skin in the game.
No skin in the game.
No dog in the race.
Unbiased.
I'm unbiased. There's an asterisk on the victory. And it's simply because Lloyd took advantage of a man who didn't know.
I didn't know how to do the kicks.
Controls.
I didn't know how to do the kicks.
Kicking is crucial, and I'm in the back trying to shout out to the front. Coop, you gotta do this.
That's my first kick ever.
Lloyd is fucking sitting right next to him, diabolically not saying a word. And
what? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Dude, but why have they changed the kick so many times?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. The first time that we did it,
I agree.
I agree.
I don't hate it.
Hard.
I like the one that goes up and you hit it, and you go down, you hit it.
Yeah.
See, so that's obviously what everybody's used to. This one, as you saw, Lloyd, who has missed so many 40 to 45-yard field goals.
So many.
Because it's actually hard. And that's how it should
crushed.
be.
Because college kickers suck, bro. They're horrible. So in order for it to be somewhat realistic, like, can any college kicker, you don't ever feel good about a college kicker kicking a 40-yarder.
The Alabama guy, I mean, last year.
The one kid, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's always like 2 or 3 kids in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, though, for my first game, I feel pretty good about my show.
No.
I mean,
my prediction at the beginning of this video
I should have won.
Was so wrong.
Dude.
It was.
What was your prediction?
Lloyd by 50.
Yeah.
Oh,
brother.
I thought it was going to be a rout.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically.
No, I have my
It
excuses.
should have been a rout. He had excuses, but you should have won the game.
I think so, too.
That interception at the end of the second quarter is what did change.
I got greedy.
By the way, for everybody that wants to know.
It was a fake screen go from the slot.
Buckeyes.
Didn't need to do it. 26 seconds left in the half. I was on my own 25. I got the ball at half.
It was less. It was like 12 seconds.
I got the ball at half, too. What I was trying to do is I was just trying to hit him at like the 40, 45, get out of bounds, and then run one more play.
Yeah.
Long field goal. It's tough. So I was trying to do.
Buckeyes, Oregon, 24-21 was the final death by field goal with like 4 seconds left, I think.
No.
But also, I mean, I'm a PS5 guy. I had to play on a Xbox, so that wasn't very cool. And then outside of that, what?
Can you say that?
Oh, am I not allowed to say that?
You can bleep it out.
Say whatever you want.
Oh, okay, sure.
Well, I did just. Who were we just listening to? That just. Oh yeah, Never mind.
What do you-
Skis actually sent a really funny video today.
Bro.
And it's this guy on TikTok, and he's going, me and my friends have a group chat, and all it is we send something, and we vote gay or not gay. And that's it. That's the group chat.
Interesting.
And he was like, the only thing that's ever been voted not gay was singing Elton John in the car. Specifically Tiny Dancer.
Nice.
Wow, sure.
I like that.
Actually, that's not
I couldn't
bad.
agree more. I couldn't
Yeah.
agree more. My old streams.
So
we used to
funny.
Sing that. I used to sing that whole. I used to sing that song on stream.
The Elton John movie, have you seen it?
No.
It's a bottom 3 movie of all time.
Watching that movie.
Never what? Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna.
I'm not going to say that either.
Straight. Or gay, whatever you want. It's an open world. Before we move on from the interview portion of this, do you have anything that you would like to ask Mr. Locks on our way out the door?
Is there anything else I want to talk about?
Or is there anything
Let's
else that you
see.
want to ask us, maybe, in the interview
You want to flip the script? Ask us anything? Now that you're on our show?
I'm
ask
trying
me
to
anything.
think.
Anything.
Moving to Nashville was fire. That was kind of easy. That's not really anything to talk about there. I'm trying to go over the concept there.
It's just not a lot that there's not a lot going on.
There's really not. There's really not. There's really not. I'm trying to think about anything else. It's like I want to talk about myself. There's nothing.
Like when people talk about horses, they're like, not a thought behind those eyes.
No.
That kills me every time, bro. Not a thought behind. It is just a horse. Like, just gotta just stare it off. Not a thought behind those fucking eyes. That's. Oh man, this part of the show, as you've seen, you've seen the show multiple times.
We just chirp people, right?
Have
We
you
just
seen the
fucking
show?
Fire chirps.
Have you seen the show?
I have seen the show. I've actually seen two. I've seen two episodes of the show.
Have you seen the show?
I have. I've seen two
Who's the
two
artist
episodes.
in the opening music?
His brother. His brother. Is it his cousin? It was cousin or brother. It's one of the two.
It was his brother.
It's my
Okay,
brother.
thank
There's
God.
something that we have to get into right
Never
now.
looking back.
That's such a fire.
That's a
It's
fire
a fire
Good
song.
song.
I actually find myself singing it sometimes. Not gonna lie.
It's a good song. It's on Spotify if you want me to send it to you.
Okay, sure. Slight plug. Shout out Coops brother.
Part 2, first thing we got to talk about. It's not even close.
The beer pong video.
The beer pong video.
Dude, I can't wait to talk about this.
So funny.
The beer pong video, I didn't even really realize anything was happening. There was gaining any traction. And then I randomly open it up to go give it my look at to see how Noah did. Shout out Noah, by the way. Top 3 intern, probably.
Yeah. Killing it.
And I saw that it had 12 comments and 7 likes. And I go, that's weird. Let me look at these comments.
What's it up to now?
Well, now it's at like 30K views. And it's,
Yeah.
I don't know how many
comments.
We cracked 800 likes earlier.
now. How many comments is it at?
30K views.
I mean,
130,
bottom of the
130.
line here.
100.
They're putting you on death row, brother.
They
I
are
mean,
burying
they are
you.
putting
And
you as to sleep.
I would like to say a
bro.
couple things. One, about some of the people.
How many likes? 1,000.
It's
Oh
at-
my
it's at
god!
1,000
It's
1,000 likes.
wow, bro.
I get what some of them are trying to say.
Oh,
But,
100%.
but if some of them are also going to sit there and say that they don't, either A, they don't play beer pong still sometimes, or B, if there was a beer pong game presented while they were drinking at a party, that they wouldn't play,
Yeah.
is just false.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think they're
that's
trying to
false.
say that.
No, that's what a lot of them are saying. A lot of them are saying like,
No, a lot of them are still like, dude,
why
you're
are you
playing beer pong. You're
pong?
you're 30
yeah,
years
a lot
old
of people
playing
say
beer
that.
pong.
Now, what some of them were talking about the chirp, yeah, sure, but it was. I mean,
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
I believe your mom jokes were actually invented by a man in his 40s. So
I think it's hilarious.
even the people,
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Hilarious.
perfect. And we appreciate everybody that's commenting.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
That definitely is going to help us long term. But that's one of the funniest comment sections I've ever
So
ran into.
funny, bro. the guy
All
who
the
was
way
like,
down.
the guy who was like sick chirp, and then in parentheses, I'm gonna go kill myself.
That was fucking funny.
That was
Again,
That's comedy.
My favorite comment
I'm
was
gonna
probably
lie.
the comment that
This is
said,
badass.
yes. It said, I'm going to lie. This is funny. And that one set me too. Like that one was
so
so
good,
funny.
bro.
But I also love the guys who are like, oh, everybody has a podcast now. Here
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
It's like,
Hey, bro, let's start a podcast. That's what everybody likes to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
it's just like, if that's what
That's
you're
like an
doing
old
on
chirp
TikTok, like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Come on.
What are we doing here? What do you got?
Just like,
Oh, are you scrolling the comments?
yeah, just like, Who are you?
Yo, this one was funny. I actually responded to that one.
Yeah,
it says, "Who are you? Genuinely, who are you?" And it's from user 6639062866126. So I don't know if the bit is that he's commenting from that username.
Yeah.
But that is, I commented back just his username.
Okay, that's a good shirt. That's actually a good shirt.
And the most
Like he couldn't have just had a regular username.
Yeah, nothing, dude. No picture, nothing,
Well,
Bradley.
you know,
No picture.
no.
User 66289.
God, dude.
that's what the issue is. Also, the most popular comment on all videos now where anyone's trying to roast anyone, I'm still waiting on my fries, or go get my fries.
Yeah,
bro.
go get my fries, bro.
I don't
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
It's just like basically.
Well, it's
saying,
like
you're about to be working in a fast food spot, or you should be working in a fast food spot. That's all it really is.
Oh,
think
it's funny.
it,
I would
like-
kill to work in a fast food spot. I could.
yeah.
That's why I had to start a podcast. I couldn't get a job.
Or
at a
like, yeah.
fast food
What is
spot.
it, Guts? Why are my fries at the bottom, or like some bullshit like that, or something like
say
that?
It's
Yeah,
just random
I
things
don't
like
know.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just basically just trying to roast you. Actually, a lot of people have been throwing those at Trent's comments lately. Because I don't know if you guys see this guy on Twitter. You guys both don't really get on Twitter much. There's this guy named Bo Knows. Okay, I honestly did. His account just started popping up on my For You page, and I started like
Bojack.
reading some of his stuff. I went all the way back to kind of like I launched an investigation almost just to kind of get an idea of what this guy did. He randomly one day tweeted out like, "I'm tired of being nice to everybody. I'm gonna start exposing everybody." And so now he just like tries or exposes people like that are in the sports gambling space that like are scamming people. And
Interesting.
today he made a tweet about Trent and said that, like I can even get the exact tweet, but it was
Yeah,
like,
let's pull it up.
I'll get the exact tweet right now. Okay, this is what he tweeted at Boogie with Trent. Boogie with Trent is a fraud who doesn't bet real money and he encourages bettors to lose.
Well, that's right.
Hold on.
That is
Listen
true.
to the tweet.
Yep.
Makes on money on purposely clowning. Anyways, I have the receipts, but you can Google it too. And then Trent, he responded, obviously. He said, "Good morning to everyone except that loser Bo." Now, but my only issue is that Bo Knows is usually exposing people that are trying to sell picks, trying to get people on it. Trent, even if he's not gambling all of his own money, he's still doing the same thing he's been doing since day one, which is just degenerate parlays.
Yeah.
Doesn't win money.
Yeah,
He's
respect that.
very open about that. Like,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
open about how it's all just for fun. He doesn't ever like try to sell us on, and I don't even really watch that much of Trent stuff. I never really have, but I still see it, obviously.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I see it, it's like, he's never like trying to sell you to go to Prize Picks. It's just like, hey, here's my Prize Picks thing of the night.
Yeah.
That's how most of them do it. So, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of,
I mean,
But-
price picks kind
weird
of sell
out.
itself.
It is a little corny when, like, at the Super Bowl, that chick won the $1 million or whatever. I mean, like, did you see that?
who did?
I forget her name, man. They were talking about it, but she like won $1 million on Prize Picks, and she just had like $15,000 in credits in her account, and you can just see it like on the screenshot.
Oh, damn.
So she
bro.
didn't actually win $1 million, but like all of them were like hyping it like she won $1 million. Even like another app in the space, I won't even say their name, was like posting pictures of it and like trying to like use it as video
Yeah.
clout.
So
and
she
it's
got
like,
the money or no?
no, bro. She
Wow.
didn't get the money.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. It's,
Wow,
That's
damn.
that shit's. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
that's
that
it.
is
Like
a little
borderline.
corny. I
like,
agree.
Borderline shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
do
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
It's-
Yep,
That's like
yeah.
why, like, those offshore casinos were just giving these streamers all this money to gamble with because
Yeah.
they know that people will come play on their website if they see them gambling.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the real sports books aren't allowed to do that.
Right. Yeah, it's different.
So
They're
it's
different.
yeah,
they're
it's
different
regulations. Yeah.
regulations, which is pretty wild.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Another gambling story, real quick. I want to bring up to you guys. You guys probably didn't see this. Some bettor somewhere, he bet $2 million on multiple players to not win the Open. And I see this after
saw
a
this
lot
too.
of things. After a lot of like big tournaments, I see these like low key, and I start to wonder, is this just one of the most profitable things ever? I mean,
Wait,
it's
hold on.
horrible odds. So let me just give you an example.
Yeah.
He bet Tiger Woods minus 33,000. Minus 33,000.
And he put 33,000 on it.
No, he put 330,000 on it. Okay.
How is a book even taking that?
Well, books. So
What, bro?
again, it does. They didn't say what book he bet it at, but a book, like Circa, they would take that bet as long as they know who you are. and that you could prove where the money comes from. Circa will take any bet size as long as you can prove where the money comes from and they know who you are.
Gotcha.
But I don't know if this is bet at Circa. I have no idea.
How? I don't believe that. I don't believe that Circa's going to take that bet every time. You go in there every single golf tournament.
Wait, hold on. So
Put
he
down-
only did this with one guy?
Like,
No, he will. Well, because it's
Well,
just,
I'm just saying there's no.
risk. So he only wins $1,000.
yeah, but what if you had like 300 million?
Well, eventually they'd probably cut you off after like so many million.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But basically that's the whole thing about Circa is that they don't.
And you just
decline
win
bets.
$1 million. Like,
But as long as you can prove where the money comes
you
from,
can just
they
do
don't
that
care.
every weekend. And just make it crazy.
Yeah,
amount
Well,
of
it'd be
really
really hard
could.
because think about it. All the guys he bet on, he still only won like 30 grand. So he risked $2 million to win, 30 grand.
Yeah, bro, but at that point, you're not really risking the $2 million when you're betting against Tiger to not
Well,
win
okay,
the
but for
Open.
instance, then, so he bet on Bryson DeChambeau to not win.
cooked.
And he bet
Okay.
a quarter $1,000,000 on Bryson DeChambeau to not win. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy. If I was a book, I'd be like, yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll
10
tell you.
grand. Like, that's all you're gonna make is
Yeah.
10 grand. Like,
Yeah.
So I mean, and then one other guy that he bet on Brooks Koepka to not win. Robbie McIntyre to not win, which like obviously that was a big like hometown story, and that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just kind of It's kind of an interesting thing I wanted
That's
to
crazy.
throw out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We're going to San Diego this weekend.
PLL.
Yeah, we are. That's going to be
Shout out
fire.
to
I want to
PLL.
say shout out to PLL,
Yeah.
shout out RJ, shout out the boys. The PLL event in Louisville was badass. I don't think we ever really talked. I don't know if we talked about it.
We haven't
on
done a
here,
pod since then.
'cause- Yeah, I guess not.
No.
But that was awesome. Got
that
to
was
meet
fire.
Pac-Man.
Super
That was
hot.
cool.
Yeah,
Very
Pac-Man
hot.
was
Very
really
hot.
fucking sick.
Very
bro.
hot.
Yeah, it was
Very.
hot. It was hot as shit. We got
Very.
kicked
Shout
out of. We
to
got kicked out of our
PLL, too. A lot
spots.
I mean, that league must have a ton of money because there's how many flyovers at the game?
Bryce, give us the number. Though.
Oh, yeah.
How many flyovers?
Probably 24.
I was
24
going
flyovers
to
at
say
the game.
25. so
Wait.
right around there.
I thought we
like that
had the
number.
exact number.
Well, we bet.
No,
during
we
the
started
game.
a bet.
Oh, we started late.
Yeah.
Okay.
During the warm-ups.
We bet 15 and a half. Yeah.
It's about 4.5 minutes between every flyover.
Yep, that's about right.
I like that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
timed it.
And somebody banged a aircraft. Who was it? Who? It was him, wasn't it?
I think it was
Delta?
You.
You
I think it was you, Southwest.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I think it was you. It was
think.
Wow, it
Southwest.
was
yeah.
me. Yeah, we
Remember
guessed the
his
flyover
face.
once.
It's
and I was-
He's won so many bets you can't even remember.
Can't. They're
But-
fine. I actually put that on SoBet.
We're going to San Diego though this weekend for another PLL event. Should be a good time. Get to watch our boys play.
First time heard from him. First time in out west for you,
No, I've actually.
but like to California.
no.
First time.
Not for
Not
This,
first
this is
time.
my second time actually. I've been to San Diego.
How many times you
and
been
I've
to
been to
California?
LA.
twice to California.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be actually then it'll be me and Cooper's third time together. We're not together out there. We've never been together in
What?
California. This will each be our third time out in California.
Actually, third time.
This will be your third time.
And this
No,
will be
this
my
is your
fourth.
fourth
This
time.
will be my
Because you've
fourth.
been 3 times.
Yeah,
yes,
I've been
yes,
3 times.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
One-upper.
I've only been once.
Have you been to San Diego? You've been to San Diego.
No,
You been to San
hell
Diego?
no. Hell no.
Bro, San Diego is unbelievable.
Been to
Never been to San Diego.
LA.
Unbelievable.
Homeless people.
I can't wait.
Homeless
Really?
people
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Well, it can't be worse than last time I went. Last time I lost Super Bowl, so
Weather.
like
At all
every,
times.
oh yeah.
Like it's never bad weather.
Like
really.
give me like a
85 and sunny all time.
got you.
That's really-
Second
Damn.
second plane trip with the fellas. First time was Vegas when he lost his phone.
Which was a tough time.
Tough time. Got swiped.
Tough time.
Wait, we didn't fly together on that flight.
Did we?
No. We all flew separately.
Me and you flew together.
Had to.
That's not true at all.
Where'd I fly from?
That is not true because I remember getting
We've
there.
flown to
bro,
Vegas
I
for
remember
sure together.
no, that is not true because I got to the airport, but when I called him, he was already at the airport. I wasn't with you. We Ubered to the Win together, me and him.
I've been to Vegas so many times.
Yeah, I don't know.
Too many times.
They all
Trying
won
to
together.
lose-
They all
many
won
times.
together.
Track of all the trips.
Yeah.
They all won together.
But yeah, San Diego's going to be good. I'm excited for it. Me and Bryce are actually golfing on Monday. I don't know what you guys are doing on Monday, but me and Bryce are hitting up a course.
Me and Cooper are gonna go to Padres game. We're actually gonna go. We're gonna go back to back.
doing that on
Tuesday
Tuesday.
night.
Well, but we're
Tuesday
gonna go
night.
back to back.
Maybe
We're
we head to
gonna-
LA.
We're gonna go.
Maybe we head to LA and go to
We could-
Nobu.
Wow.
You're talking about
You guys are golfing?
Malibu, no?
Yeah, you guys are golfing?
No, go golf, bro. Go
Yeah,
fucking
go golf.
Go golf, bro.
You got a tee time?
First of
Yeah,
all,
swing them.
First of all,
Swing-
I don't,
swing- hit 'em-
I
hit
don't
'em
wanna
far
do
and wide.
this. I don't want to do this, but Bryce,
Hit them
Swing
far,
if you got
long
'em.
and far.
what the fuck? What in the actual fuck is Mr. Lloyd
Yeah,
Locks
nothing.
going to eat at fucking Nobu?
The same thing that I ate at Tao in Vegas with you there.
Chicken and rice.
He thinks Nobu is
Chicken and
fucking
rice.
a fucking Chinese
You
spot.
get
with
murdered.
chicken.
You first of all, if you order chicken and rice at Nobu, you'd probably get murdered.
Yeah.
No, okay.
They
Well,
wouldn't know.
what does everybody eat at Nobu?
It's seafood. All
Shrimp
seafood.
or sushi.
Fucking raw fucking fish, and it's delicious.
Chicken and
Okay.
rice.
Raw
I had it with Wes in Vegas when
yellowtail,
we were all there.
delicious.
With Wes's, I
That
won't bring it
was
up.
Tao.
I won't bring it
That
up.
was
I'm praying for some weather in this game or something.
Yeah, you could use like a hurricane or maybe like
We
an
need- I
F5
just need-
tornado.
I just need anything.
Honestly, a tsunami would do it for you.
anything.
Tsunami would definitely do it for me. Okay, lastly, before we get out of here, my run good might be dead. I just had to bring that up real quick, and I don't necessarily want to.
Did you go play last night?
No. Last time I played was 2 nights ago, and I had something happen. It's never happened. On my very last hand before I left, like I was actually, I had all my chips in a tray, and I was like, this is my last hand before I get up and leave, and I lost it all on a full house. What was that?
Nothing.
Oh. And I lost it all on a full house over a bigger full house. And yeah, I lost it all. And on my very last hand, too. My very last hand.
You had a full house?
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, I got it.
I had king 8, and the flop came king, queen, king. I had king 8. I get an 8 on the next street, and the guy next to me had king, queen the whole time. And it was insane.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, it was detrimental.
That's
I lost it all.
devastating,
So
bro.
he had pocket queens?
No, he had king, queen.
Hey, King
So
Queen.
so
So
he
he pulled.
had
He
queen.
pulled. He had a
and
full
I had
house
king
off
8.
rip.
And then I get an 8 on the river, and I had the full house, and obviously I lost it all because I didn't.
That is
It
horrible.
was detrimental.
That
So
is
the last thing
devastating.
that I want to bring up about it's poker related is I just want to ask you guys because obviously I've been big into poker for years now. I've been watching. Even Bryce was watching the World Series of Poker when we were younger. We'd watch it all the time on ESPN with our dad. And something that happened at the World Series of Poker that had just ended. I don't know if you guys saw the scandal or the
I did.
the people.
I
and
did.
I
I
just
did.
kinda
I
want
did
you
see
guys'
this.
opinion on it.
Yeah.
So essentially, for everybody out there who doesn't know, the guy who ended up winning the World Series of Poker won $10
Tamayo.
million. Yeah, Tamayo, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. He just won the $10 million. He just won the bracelet, the prestige that comes with it. And between hands and multiple times, he would run to his rail. A rail is where your fans sit at a
Yep.
poker tournament.
Yeah.
That's what they just call it, the rail. And the one guy had a laptop up, and basically, I see a tarp coming out.
Wow. We have weather in the cricket game. We have a tarp coming out.
You can pray for a miracle.
That is
The tsunami that he prayed for.
It was on the table. So he kept going back to the rail. His guys, his buddies were over there showing him basically charts of how wide his range should be, charts that are showing like what his range could be with the blinds changing so rapidly in that tournament. And then they were showing him hands that had happened within the last hours, basically, because the stream is an hour delay. So the people on the rail would see the hands an hour later, so they could tell him how that guy was playing certain hands, if he bluffed, if he didn't bluff in the certain situation that they were all worried about or wondering about. So my question to you guys is going to be, should that be allowed in a poker tournament or not, especially one as big as the World Series of Poker? And the last thing I want to give you guys information on is that when you are playing in the World Series of Poker in the previous days 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, you're in that massive room, right? There's videos on Twitter that I have found where people have posted a audio recording of, they're just recording it, and they play voiceovers that say stuff like, you can't use poker solvers away from the table or at the table. If you are found using that, you're disqualified. Okay, they said that day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, but not day 7 at the final table. All of a sudden, it's okay. So we'll just go to you, Cooper, first. Should they be allowed to have a teammate in poker, or was what he did kind of fucked up?
Was the other guy doing it?
No, the other guy was just going back to his wife and he was a normal guy. The guy's not a poker pro. The other guy was a poker pro. The guy who won was a poker pro.
Yeah.
The guy who lost was not. He was just like I don't even know what the fuck he was.
Yeah, it's just tough to say. Like, if there wasn't a rule in place, then, and the other guy could have been doing it, that's on him. You know?
Yeah, but I still would say no.
I would say no overall, but if it's not a thing right now, like...
Yeah, but again, this is how many years has the World Series of Poker been going on? This is the first time that we're seeing. This is the first time we're seeing somebody do this. If this is the first time we're seeing somebody do it.
That's what I mean.
Then
yeah.
you know it's probably wrong.
But you gotta push the boundaries.
I mean, I guess somebody has to. I guess my question would be, when he walks back, like, how valuable is the information actually that he's getting?
The reason
Like,
it's
because
so-
obviously, like, he's.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you give information to somebody about the previous hands, that doesn't mean necessarily that the person's going to play the hands the exact same.
Right.
No.
Like, so that's like,
It's
how
also for
valuable really
tells,
is it?
too. It's also for new tells that might be happening where the guy's doing a certain twitch every time he has something. And if it's just starting to happen, and the guy,
Okay, that's crazy.
That happens. That's a real thing.
No, I
That's
bet
a
it
real
does,
thing.
but that's
a real
insane.
thing,
That's
yes.
crazy.
There's like 3 tells that I could give you that happen every single time I go to the barrel with random people. That's why,
Like what?
For instance, the easiest one.
Hey,
Dead ass,
careful,
the
careful.
easiest
People
one.
from the barrel might
Well,
watch.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Everybody knows this, or at least most people know this one. The easiest one of all the
Trying
tells
to keep you up here,
is
kid.
when somebody looks at their chips and it's not their turn. Because like if they're looking at their chips, especially when somebody else is betting or something like that, it's always a tell because that just means that they're thinking to themselves, okay, do I want to bet this amount or do I want to raise it more? Or when they look at their cards, they'll look right at their chips. That means okay, they must like what they have. Like it just kind of all depends. But there's little tells like that.
Can't wait to go to the barrel.
And there's just other
Exactly.
random things that just happen.
I mean, fuck it, we can go tonight.
I'm looking at my chips every time.
Sure.
Just, if you do it every time, they'll never know.
Right to gut.
See, you do it every time,
That's
they'll never
the
know.
issue. Then that
know?
creates a new tell that you don't realize you're doing, which is what makes that kind of bad. But the other thing about
Interesting.
him getting the ranges is that it just signifies like, okay, this is what I should be calling with.
Yeah.
When normally this is not what I would ever call with. But given the tournament, what states are at in it, yes, I should call with this because the numbers back it up. Which he ended up winning because the numbers backed it up. Like he went all in with some relatively bad hands and he was getting dominated right away and he was winning those hands. That's all just math. So if he didn't have that in the back of his head, he probably doesn't play some of those hands.
Yes.
That's the issue.
That's true.
And the
And
only
that
other
I
issue
agree.
is that, like
That
I
I
said,
think
day
is
1,
wrong.
day 2, day 3, day 4, they were literally
Doesn't
making
have that
announcements
advantage.
that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you can do that. But if I make the final table, like all of you are coming and I'm going to be telling Bryce especially this, and this. I'm going to run back here. This is information I want to know.
Yeah.
Tell me this, and this.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
so I also kind of like the idea of
That's what I'm
you
saying.
having like a guy that you can go to because every team in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
You
If it's
have
not
a
against the
Yeah, I
rules
was about to say,
explicitly,
yeah.
then like
Yeah. No, it's just wild to see a scandal like that in World Series Poker. And I bet the other
Especially
guys
over how much money?
$10 million for the winner.
How much did the guy winning that came second?
6.
$6 million.
I mean, you're both fucking happy. What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the, what the
Oh, yeah.
fuck
Oh,
are you
yeah.
talking
Oh, yeah.
about? Like,
Especially
what?
the guy who won.
You're both going to
Well,
Disney
actually,
World.
they're both equally
Come on,
happy. It
bro.
just sucks because that.
They just see each other at
The
Disney
amateur
World. They're
should've
like,
Hey, you're a cheater.
Oh, I bet he actually got interviewed. He got interviewed.
Mickey
Actually,
Mouse
on,
hats. Like, hey,
Dude.
by Doug Polk, I think interviewed him.
That's so
we'll
funny.
have to
we're
watch
both
that
at
tonight.
Epcot.
Check that out.
What are the chances?
Wow.
But all right, boys.
You brought the kids too.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Well, Lloyd's Locks.
Hey, appreciate it. Come on.
Hey, thanks
man.
for
Appreciate
coming
you
on.
coming on the
Yeah.
episode.
My
You
God.
did better
absolutely.
than Wes.
Yeah, Wes fucking bomb.
Wes absolutely
Yeah,
did. It's
Wes
just,
fucking bomb.
I heard about that.
I mean, lights come on like a deer in the
Kid
headlights.
Oh, my
does.
God,
Deer in the
it was-
headlights.
He
it was-
freezes. He really does. That's
It
what
was
I
hard to
heard.
see.
Yeah.
And I love Wes.
No. Like, got a lot of love for Wes.
Mr. Frozen.
Love Wes.
Where's my super suit?
Honey, where's my super suit?
Shut up.
Can I say one last thing? Actually, this is literally it. It's about The Incredibles.
Go ahead.
This is a random thing that like never left my brain from a child.
From a child?
When I was a child. During
Sure.
the trailer
Sure.
of The Incredibles.
You're talking
During
about
the trailer of The Incredibles
Child?
that they would just play on TV.
Wander?
There used to be this scene they would play in the trailer where like he was eating a salad and something happened that was so funny, but I distinctly remember him eating a salad, and me and like my aunt or something would talk about it all the time. We're like, oh, this is gonna be such a funny movie. It's Incredibles movie. That scene is gonna be so funny. Can't wait to watch that scene. And when we went and watched the actual movie, like 2 months later, they had cut that from the movie, and it almost ruined it for me because I was waiting for that part so much.
I almost remember the
It was
Incredibles,
in
yeah.
the trailer, so it like blew my mind that it wasn't in the movie, and I still remember that to this.
I feel like I know what scene you're talking about right now.
It was something to do with like salad.
Good
I
story.
Can't remember it.
Wow.
I'm just an old
Yeah,
memory.
no, it was-
Incredibles,
it was
great
a good
movie,
story.
by the way.
Old
Great
memory.
movie.
That was a good
It's
story.
An old memory.
Hopefully we don't cut that and you get roasted in the
Oh,
comments.
that would
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
We ain't
Yeah.
gonna cut it.
That
We're
would
gonna
suck.
clip it, and we're gonna see if anybody else out there remembers what I'm talking about.
Everyone's just like, oh god, this guy again.
Oh, the salad scene.
They're actually gonna say, "Wow, look at this guy."
Oh, the
Lot of
salad
a
scene.
memory.
I'm gonna kill myself.
This episode's over. Thank you for tuning in to episode 6. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace. It was.
I'm always looking nowhere. See it on my track. Just wanted you wanted you to know it.
Oh no, and Lloyd knows right now. He's like, I should not have picked that play.